So we're here with the third jury member of BBD7, Bailey. How are you feeling? It's been a few days since your eviction.
Yep, you know, feeling better obviously than the day I got infected, but I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Okay, so let's bring it back to the start of the cycle. Alyssa won HOH. How were you feeling at the time and what was going through your head?
So I made a deal with Alyssa because I was kind of trying to throw that HOH because I was more going for the next one, which I thought was more important. So I made a deal with her that if I won, I wouldn't put her up, and if she won, she wouldn't put me up. She said yeah, but then she won, and she told me she can put me up anyway. So I was kind of expecting her to renege on the deal. It was more just like the small chance that she stuck to her word. It would have been good for me. She puts me up next to Lex. She tells me Lex is a target. I'm not too sure about that. Whatever she says. And I kind of knew as soon as she won that I was going to go up.
So speaking of Lex, once she won the POV, who were you expecting to be the renom?
I was honestly, I was expecting Ock. If I was being honest, I think there's no way that Alyssa was going to put anybody else up. She had a close relationship, not close, but she had a relationship with everybody else left, and I feel like Ak was the best pawn because she clearly would want me gone next if Lex went off. There was not She wouldn't want to risk putting someone else up there to piss her off, especially when she's powerless in the next HOH. So, I kind of saw Ak coming because he's a good pawn. We would want to vote him out. He's not really a threat. So, yeah.
So you saw the nomination coming. Did you see the result coming or were you surprised by the vote count?
I wasn't surprised by the vote count. What I was surprised about was who kind of like how it all went down. Uh I never really expected Zach to turn on me, if I was being honest. That completely took me out of left field. But even if he didn't, I don't think that even if Zach and Yag voted to keep me, Alyssa was gonna break that tie. And I don't think I would have been able to convince Lex and or Seth to keep me. So I think either way, as soon as I lost that veto, I kinda knew that I was done.
Who did you feel most betrayed by?
It was, hands down Zach. Absolutely, because he was kind of the one leading the charge against me. I know he made some deal with Alyssa about what's going on. He didn't. He told me he couldn't talk about it. He'd tell me about it after the season, bring us to the jury house or whatever. But I don't know. I did not see that coming. I knew like if Yag wasn't, I didn't want Yag to vote in the minority for me. Like I didn't want him to like ruin his game like that. I told him to go vote in the majority if he had to. Uh, so yeah, it was hands down Zach. I would have never seen that come. I never saw that coming. I thought he was kidding when he first told me that he was going to vote me out. I thought it was a joke, but it was not. And now I'm here with you.
Um, well, had things gone differently and you won that HOH, who would you have nominated?
If I won that HOH,
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever going to win that HOH. I don't think it was a good move for me at the time to win that HOH. But if I somehow did win, I would put up Alyssa and Lex, I guess. Try to put those two up, and with Alyssa being the target to go home, because I think she's the only one in that game at that time who I knew I'd never be able to work with again. So she would be the target with, just Lex sitting up there as the pawn.
Interesting. So let's take it a bit back further. The week Gina went home, you were the deciding vote. Do you think you made the right decision?
That's a question. Obviously that's probably the biggest decision I made in the game, and that's the decision that I keep coming back to. After you get voted out, you think of everything you've done. You could have done something differently, and that was the move that uh, you know, impacted my game the most. I was talking to Seth about it, and I think it was the right move, but I think I did it poorly. I think if I was gonna do that, I shoulda gave Ak and Alyssa a heads up that I was gonna do it beforehand. I shouldn't just, voted at the last second. But, to be honest, like I had a vote for Yag in my, private DR. I had it typed out and was about to hit enter. I changed it at like 3 minutes before the vote. Like it was that close. So I think if I voted out Yag, and then it was me, because I was at the bottom of the alliance. I felt like Gina, Emma, and Alyssa were way closer to each other than they were to me, and I felt like this was a good way to kind of like flip it on them, make them on the bottom, and then I could hopefully use my relationships with Yag and Zach to get me further in the game. So yeah, I think it was the right decision. It was just poorly executed.
Okay. So now you are a jury member. So who of right now would you say has the best bet of getting your vote if they were to make final two?
Probably Yag. Yag has my vote if he makes it to final two, no matter what. Um, he's a great guy. Uh, all of them have a really good case. Like, it really depends on what I hear from them, on what happens after I came out, because they, all have like done great stuff in the game. It's a really good final six in terms of like, there's not really a goat. Like, you can consider Ak a goat, but like he's been sticking around for a reason. He's a good player. Uh, but I think definitely if I was ranking, it'd go Yag first, Zach second, Lex third, Seth fourth, Alyssa fifth, and then Ox sixth. In terms of like right now, if I had to vote right now.
Okay, thank you. Well, do you want to take a look at your goodbye messages now?
Sure.
Do you see a channel called Exit Interviews?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be posted there, but you have to stay on the channel because reprims are turned off.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can react to them as I start posting them in there.
Mm. Like, I don't believe that, Alyssa. I mean, if people listen to this, not gonna be able to, read this, but she basically said that she was not supposed. I think like I was not the target. I don't believe that. Like, I believe like this was a calculated move just in case Lex did take herself off. I was gonna go home, and I honestly think that even if Lex didn't go, like I would have gone home if I did not win that veto. Like, I was done. I think Zach would have flipped on me either way, and then Seth would have followed him. So I was done either way.
This next one is from Off.
What the fuck, Ock? Okay, like okay, so I actually the bad read from Ock. I actually like was trying to work with him for the entire game, but I screwed you over too many times. I don't think I screwed you over once. Exactly one time. I don't think I've done it any other times. So you would have trusted me. I did trust you. I did trust Doc. I told him that I was gonna no change my vote. You see, I was. The issue with that is that I made the deal with Ock because I knew he was gonna put up like Lex and Seth. But if Seth or Lex and Og, not sorry, Lex and yeah, Yog. I never said that name out loud. Kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was a bad idea in retrospect to make that deal with him, but I was like super nervous. I don't think that's the part of the reason why I went up. I think I was always going to be put up by Alyssa. Like, that was, set in stone. I don't think you had anything to do with it. But if Ak, you're listening to this later, I actually did trust you. Like, 100%. I just didn't want to be put up as a pawn or whatever. And I did like working with you. I'm sorry I screwed you over on that vote. I should have told you earlier, but my bad.
This next one is from Lex.
Yeah, Lex, it's okay. I really wonder, like, because both Seth and Zachary said to me that, like, things are going on that I can't talk to you about. So I'm interested to see what that is. If it's something stupid, I'm gonna be mad because, you know, just keep me in the game.
This
Lex is a
next one
sweetheart there.
is from Yag.
I love Yeg. You know what? Like, just one of the most genuine people I played a game with. Just a great guy. I know he was trying to push for me. I'm in 4-way lines with Ock, Zach, and Melissa. Yeah, and I'm not surprised about that. Just great, dude. Love him. Great message. Thank you, Yag.
This one's from Seth.
So I was talking to Seth in our one-on-ones, and I was telling him, "Oh, you better give me a good, goodbye message." And he's like, "Oh, you'll be the first one I've written for." And if I am, that's just terrible by him. That's just bad, like, jury management or whatever. Like, you gotta get a message at least. I thought this one's gonna be longer. It's kind of funny how short it is. Yep. See you later, Seth.
And this is the last one, which is from Zachary.
Zach. Like, damn. I really want to talk to him after the game to see where his head is at, see why he did what he did, but I don't get it from him. I don't think it was a good move for him. What a jabroni.
Well, that's the last one. So thank you so much for playing, Bailey. And we'll see you on finale night when you help crown the 7th winner of BB7. See you then.
See ya.